God. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wit and the Grit show with Alka. Today on a different platform, which is Zoom, because I have with me a celebrity. She is an actress from the Sindhi film industry, a beautiful human being. She's a writer, she's a columnist, she's a poet, she's a journalist. She is a world record holder and she has 23 doctorates to her credit. Wow. Everyone, please welcome on this virtual platform the very beautiful and the gorgeous eyed beauty. She has two different colored eyes. That's the best part. Karishma Mani. In fact, Dr. Karishma Mani. Hello, Karishma. How are you, my dear? How are you?
Hello, Alka ma'am, and to all the viewers of Witch and Chat show who are watching us, a warm hello to you all. In fact, not warm, a coldy hello to you all since it's winter. So we are enjoying the winter season, and a very, very happy new year to you, Alka ma'am, and to all
Thank
the
you
viewers
so much.
of
To
Witch
you
and
too,
Chat.
my dear. To you too. It's so lovely that we could finally connect because I know how you are busy. And I think we all are so tied up in our lives that, once in a while we really need to connect. And even if it is like this for 10, 15 minutes, I think that this is a boon from the heavens above. So let's begin. Tell us something about your journey. I mean, the young Karishma. How did you start the journey? I mean, what do you remember of your childhood? Of course, you know now, 3 decades, what you are now. But in coming to this level of success and achievement, what did you go through in life? So tell us about that.
Yes. Ma'am, I would just say that whatever I am today is due to my parents' blessing, my God's blessing, and my Guru's blessing, because of whom I got successful in life. I started my journey at the very, young age of 12 years. When I was 12 years old, I started doing my first ad film. And from then
Oh,
and then, I started working in movies and all. And two
wow.
of my Sindhi films got released in theaters, and I got the Best Actress of Sindhi Film Awards. Then
Wow.
I started anchoring also from 10 to 12 years, and I got Best Anchor of Kutch Awards too. Then your world records and all. So the
OMG.
journey is, yes. And ma'am, basically, I want to tell that parents play a important part in the journey of children. Because of them only the children get successful. If the parents support you, if God blesses you, if your guru blesses you, then you're sure of a success in life. It's because my mother had put me from a very childhood into a very active atmosphere of films, shows and all, and due to her, I'm able to achieve this much in life. Because in each and every stage, whether it was of my ups and downs stage, she supported me a lot. So it is all due to my parents, it is all due to my mother. I have been
That's
achieved lots
wonderful.
of things in my
So
life.
in a way, indirectly, you're telling all the people who are going to be listening and watching this show that, parents support is the biggest. And it's like all about loving your parents, as Karan Johar very aptly, when he wrote, made that movie. What was that movie? I'm forgetting, the Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Ritik Roshan.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Kabhi
Kabhi
Khushi
Khushi
Kabhi
Kabhi Gum.
Gum. So it's all about loving your parents. So I just love what you said, and parents truly are our inspirational, backup. Whenever we're feeling down and out, our parents are there, always pushing us forward. So wonderful, and this is incredible that you began so young, and you're so young, and at this young age, you have so many international awards, 700 in number. You have 23 honorary doctorates. I think this is an amazing feat that you have achieved. But tell me one thing, as an actress, did you ever feel any kind of a challenging moment? So, why I'm asking this question is that, if anyone who's struggling to be an actor or who wants to join the profession, the media profession, what should they be careful about? Because you have obviously
Ma'am,
sailed through the journey.
yes, ma'am, it's like when someone offers you a film, so you first try to understand the concept of
Okay.
ready to do any kind of requires experience, practice, and everything. It's like I'll say in Hindi ke, it's up to you. It's up to you, like how you take all the challenges, or you take the offers and all. Just listen carefully to the offers, and if your heart says yes for such offers, then only accept it. Do not go for the money wise things in that time, because see, in first stage, maybe at the early stage when you do your first film or any first of the opportunity, it is sure that you will get a less amount. But as your experience will increase, you will gain the promotions, and the amount will also be increased. So you should be,
Wonderful.
aware, not to be, just it is always that all that glitters is not always gold.
Yeah,
It is a
absolutely.
John Dryden's, yes, Hindi and Panther is the name of the book, and in that there is a line. I was studying for my exams, and I discovered that line, that all that
Uh-huh.
glitters is not always gold.
Yes, yes,
So if they are,
absolutely.
yes, so if they are, giving you that thing that you are getting, going to get some of the huge money and all those attractive things, and also do not go with it. You think from your mind and eyes open, that is it worth to do that? That is it not risky to do that? Is it? We should be aware of everything. We should be aware of the opportunities, and if our heart says yes to do for any kind of
Yeah, it's
opportunity,
always
whether it
about
is a
following
small,
your own heart. I just love what
yes.
you said, and all that glitters is not gold is something which I really believe in. So tell me, one more thing comes to my mind. How important is education? Because, sometimes people think, and youngsters often think that, if I join any kind of industry that is glamorous, then I don't really need to study too much. But what will you say to that? That is something very important.
Yes, ma'am, I would say, see, education is not for any, kind of job, or it is making you civilized, making you
Yes.
updated. Okay, because if you do not develop with any kind of knowledge, then how will you grow in life? Okay, not
Absolutely.
in glamour industry. See, there are lots of people in glamour industry having 10, 12 qualifications. So if you have more qualifications, think of your level. You can proudly say that you have such qualifications, and you can
Mm,
grow up in life. You can grow up, and mainly education is basically not for any degree. It is basically to make you civilized, to make you knowledgeable. So
absolutely.
if you
That's
want
the
to
point.
study for yourself. Yes, so if you want to study for yourself, not for any kind of degree, but just for the sake of knowledge, just for the sake of experience, just for the sake of getting civilized and knowledgeable, you should study, not for any kind of degree, or any kind of job purpose. It's making you civilized. You have to develop your knowledge, so you have to get more and more aware and educated about the things.
But there's one irony over here, Karishma. People always want to see your degrees and they want to see your certificates. What would you say to those people who don't really look at the individual for his or her talent, but they're asking you to show their degrees and their...
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It also happened with me.
Mm.
When I completed my B.Ed. Okay, when I completed my B.Ed., nobody asked about my degree. They asked how much experience I have. Some
Mm.
institute, if you have lots of experience, they will ask you how much degree you are having. So it
Yeah,
is the
that's irony.
mentality problem. Yes, it is definitely a mentality problem which the education
Yes.
institutes needs to change it. But
Yes.
definitely,
But I
if you
think
are
you can
interested
play a
in,
major role in this because you're an actress. You can perhaps have a movie, a short film based on this theme and this topic, because this notion has to be wiped out from the society that, degrees and all doesn't really matter. Just look at the person, test the person. If the person really has something, and the person can really do a good job, I mean, despite the fact the person is experienced or inexperienced, highly educated or average education, has got 10 degrees or has got just one degree, but this should not be the parameters. The parameters should be totally different, and I think you, as a youngster and a person who strongly believes in this, can definitely take this message. So now my question to you is, if you were the education minister, what would you change?
Ma'am, definitely your points are being taken into consideration. And I would suggest that, the base should be strong in every field of education. You can see that people are learning, extra things unnecessarily.
Yeah,
See, like in maths, okay, like in maths, we are learning trigonometry and all, but the basic roots of maths are not very strong. So I would rather focus on basic things, in grammar also, in maths also, in science also. Basic things are not being focused. They are going to increase the syllabus by putting higher and higher and higher level. They are not focusing on base. So basic things should be focused more and more, so that it gets, valuable in the entire life of the human being. So I would rather focus on basic things in life. Like for example, I'm very weak student in maths. Okay, I am the most weak student in maths. Always I used to fail in my, classes for maths and all. So why? What the reason? Because my base of maths is not strong. Yet not it is strong. If I have to calculate 7 plus 6, I cannot calculate it without a calculator. I need to count on fingers or on calculator.
I
So
know.
I would rather focus on the basic things. I would rather make that roots of basic things strong rather than putting
Very
the
good.
extra burden of syllabus.
Perfect. I just loved what you said, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Now, on a lighter note, before we say bye bye, I mean, you've shared such powerful thoughts. And I think this is what people really need to keep in mind, that, at the end of the day, we need to be educated and knowledgeable. We need to be following our instincts and doing what we're really passionate about. And that could mean many things. If you're able to do something very well and you're able to do 5 things very well, I think one should go ahead and just do it. Now, if you were the jury who had to select one Indian movie for the Oscars, what Indian movie would you select and why? Which Indian movie would you select?
Ma'am, I would deal with the reality movies which focuses on the reality things. I would say that movies for Oscar. Ma'am, in today's generation, if you can see, if the movie has no stories, just a bold scene or a naked scene or a kissing kind of scene or any kind of bold scene, those movies are being selected and they are super duper hit. If they comment on anything of sex and
Yeah.
all, but the
Yes.
which are being real are not at all focused, like the problems of exploitation, harassment, the children committing suicide due to failures, their depression problems and all. So such movies should be appreciated and going for Oscar. Like there was a movie Slumdog Millionaire where knowledge
Yeah.
was based. That was an awesome movie.
Mm.
Actually, if someone, I had just seen that movie once in my life, but I just got its theme that it was being related with the knowledge based thing. That how a guy of a village had gained the knowledge and how he, passed in his Kaun Banega Crorepati and all the things type, and
Yes,
how he became a
absolutely.
slumdog millionaire. So such
Absolutely.
movies should be encouraged and such movies should be gone in Oscars, not the movies which are
Yeah, that
dealing with
anyone and
only the.
everyone can achieve their dreams. They just need to follow their passion and they just need to follow their gut feelings. It's always a heart, the heart, whatever the heart says, it's never wrong. You make some mistakes on the way, but at the end of the day, because you're listening to your heart, you will definitely succeed. And that is how you have been able to achieve so much, my dear, at such a young age. You're so many things into one. And the best part is you are still expanding, you're learning and you're growing, and you're even writing your exams at the moment when we're doing this little, show. So good wishes to you and thank you so very much. And before we say bye-bye, do you want to say some special message to all the people who will be listening to this show?
Yes, ma'am, I just want to say that, see, if some persons doesn't love you, do not ever care for that. God loves you. That is much more important in life. Always take care of your parents. Always think about your parents first, then about others. And you are very special to them. So do not worry about failures, or do not get depressed, or do not commit suicide or any kind of things, whereas you are very important for the God as well as for your parents. And just listen to your heart. Do not get upset what people say about you. Just listen to your heart. Just go and do whatever your heart feels, and you will get successful in life. That's only my wishes
Wonderful.
for the new year to all the viewers who are watching us. And Alka ma'am is definitely a very, very wonderful lady, and she is always smiling and motivating and inspiring factor for each one of
Thank
us. So
you.
whenever you are upset, just look at us, smile. You will feel smiling automatically.
I just love
So
this.
that's the thing.
But then, you inspire millions too, my dear. So I think I mean, I admire you just as you're, saying such nice things for me. So thank you so much. And it was lovely chatting with you on the show. And I hope everyone enjoyed it. And just stay tuned to the show. We have loads of interesting people who will come and, share inspirational nuggets and their things that they have actually experienced in their lives. They will share that, just as my dear friend, this very young, beautiful actress, Karishma, Dr. Karishma Mani has shared with all of you. So, dear Karishma, thank you so much and lots of love to you. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you and bye bye.
Bye to
Bye,
all viewers.
everyone. Thank you. Bye. See you.